Why, hello everyone. Happy New Year. It's January 1st, 2023. You know what that means? You know what that means is that the world has caught up to us. The world meaning Paycheck City, for example. Here's a really great company. They offer a salary calculator on their website for free for you to use. And I've been using it for years to help verify and check the payroll in Google Sheets and payroll in Excel files that I offer for small businesses to monitor and run your own payroll for your business in any of the 50 states and the District of Columbia. All of them. We're going to talk about what it can do today because now that the rest of the world's caught up and we can test everything in 2023 version, I can really run through everything and find out if there are any more adjustments, which of course there will be. The one thing about tax law and about payroll providing, there's two important things. One is you as the business owner are responsible for paying your tax in full and on time, regardless of any payroll provider that you paid to do that service for you. Even if they're authorized and certified to do that, you are actually still the bottom line person that's responsible. So you need to understand what you owe. And this helps to organize your data. So the Google Sheets version is constantly being updated, and it's a place where you can check when you purchase a payroll and Excel program from me, or just the Google Sheet access itself. You get to see all the work throughout the years. All this stuff gets updated and you can stay current. And if we find any errors, we adjust them. And it's really a great resource because to consolidate all this into one file is, I mean, it's the reason why I do this is because I know what a pain in the butt this type of work can be if you haven't like pre-automated everything for yourself. And that's what these applications do. So let's get into Excel and North Carolina because that's a version I sold this morning. And I might talk in Espanol, just a bit, un poco, porque muchas personas que usan el payroll en Excel, el programa hablan español y no problema, hablo un poco español, pero es muy mal. Attempto hablar en español because why not? Why not try to explain everything in English and in Spanish when you can? I find that fun. So what happened here? Well, we have a North Carolina pair. So I've shrunk down the 50 state version into just North Carolina. What do you need for North Carolina? What information do you have about North Carolina? Don't have the link to the booklet. I need to add that, but we did put the rates in there. The unemployment wage base for North Carolina went up slightly to 29,600. When you get the rate from the state, whatever it is, you just put it in there as the percentage, whatever it is. And then that will start to calculate unemployment, which is an employer tax. Everything else is up in here. So you're going to put your employee's name. You're going to choose how many Form NC4 allowances they have right here. And then you're also going to choose their filing status. So those are the main things you need. And then you also need to fill out the answers to the questions on their W-4 that goes in this area. And then we have other areas. We have workers' comp types. If you have workers' comp, I can help you program the workers' comp information. But if you don't have to use that. And also we have PTO balances and stuff, which I'll go into that in other videos. But here you have basically what you need to enter in for your North Carolina employee. So that's it, right? Then it's over. Now, daily entry hours. Go in here. You choose the employee's name. Write the date in here. Put the type of hour. Goes in there. Then you have your actual paycheck records here. And a lot of people like to sort the paycheck records by just the pay period you're working with, because usually you're working with one pay period at a time. And you can do that here in the filters. And we're just looking at this first paycheck right now. And you got areas where you can enter things for additional federal, state, or tax, withheld items. You get a subtotal of the hours that just appear here, because they came from your daily entry sheet where you entered everyone's hours in daily. So you've got this record of a paycheck, for Benny Boombop on January, pay period ending January 1. You put an hourly rate here. You'd put a bonus or salary amount if they had any garnishments or reimbursements. If they have a 401k percentage, you can put it here. If the employer matches that, you can put it here. All kinds of things you can do. Got a lot of different options, and you can always add more if you need to and incorporate them in the reporting. It's really not that difficult. This thing can handle any scenario, any type of business. I've done every type of business you can imagine, including farming, which is slightly different accounting for farming. But we've done it all. And it's pretty easy to just add or subtract any of the different items you need, withholding items or expense items or whatever. So then you have your pay stubs, and you can just easily choose the employee's name from the pay stub list and the date, and you get the paycheck for each date, and all the year-to-date totals are good. And let's just check a new one to see if this is right. This is an $1,840 paycheck for a week. Let's see if it works. You can go to Paycheck City. We can edit this paycheck check. And instead of 3,105, it was what, 1840? Is that what it was? Select 1840. And I have all the withholding allowances already set up properly. It's a single, married filing separately. We could change all that. How many, what's their filing status in North Carolina? That's this one. They have the same questions that we have, because you need those to answer correctly whether or not you can withhold properly, is to have all those questions answered. $75, $255.96. I think that's right. 75, 256. Yep, we round our federal to the dollar, but we can change that simply by not rounding. I can show you how to do that. You can always just go in here and change anything. That's the beauty of this open source platform, is you just need to program it properly, but you're responsible for doing it right. And there are ways to check what you've done right here. We have a rounding. We have the rounding right here. You could not round it. And I recommend rounding because it's just easier. But if we change this to 2, you see everything will change, and that check will be exactly correct, I think. Maybe I have a different rounding going on somewhere else, maybe. No, actually, that's the next paycheck. This will work. I'll show you. You just paste this formula down, and now all of them are going to change. Yep, 255.96, exactly. It's exactly that. So things are working, and I will continue to test all the other states. And I like having this rounded to the dollar, though. I think we should round to the dollar everywhere. I think we should get rid of all change. I'm all in favor of rounding. I wouldn't mind going into your store. Nothing's 99 cents. Everything's $1, including tax. That would be fine. All right, so that's the update for payroll in Excel. There wasn't a lot of Spanish in here because my Spanish is muy, muy mal. Pero, es posible cuando manejo a California, uso el español mucho. Y también, es cuando hablamos mucho, hay muchas palabras que aprender. So we'll just say that. I'll work on my Spanish over the next few weeks. All right, that's payroll in Excel 2023. We're off and testing. It's a big day because I've done so much work on this through December that I don't even I'm way ahead of the game. As I said, everyone's catching up to me right now. I like that. I did all this programming, and now we can finally test it all in 2023. All right, good luck, everyone. Payroll should be easy. We are making it más fácil este día.